Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Time for you to be offended. Yeah, I say that because we're going to have some satire this hour from Stan Freberg. And, you know, Stan, one of the things that Stan always pointed out is that satire was funny. And it would offend people. And people couldn't laugh at themselves. And we're finding that now even more than ever. An episode of the Stan Freberg Show going back to September 8th, 1957.
This is the ninth show of the series of a brand new radio series.
From Hollywood, we present the Stan Freberg Show.
With the music of Billy May.
Plus the songs of Peggy Taylor with Dawes Butler, June Foray, Peter Leeds, and the Judd Conlon Rhythmaires.
You may not find us on your TV, because in case you did not know, we're being brought to you on R-A-D-I. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, but do you know what this sound is? That was a condensed version of the Confidential magazine trial. I just received a large airmail package this week. It was postmarked from northern India, and in it, of all things, was one orange sneaker, size 26. It could belong to only one man, or should I say beast, my very own Abominable Snowman friend from the Himalayas. If he'd sent two, you know, it would have been a gift, but one made me know that he wanted to see me. It's kind of like being sent half a garbage scow. You know, you have to match it up with the owner of the other half. So it was off to the Himalayas again. I was trudging along at the 20,000-foot level with my tape recorder turned on when suddenly...
Hello, Stan. Kind of startled you there a bit, did I?
Why, yes. I didn't quite expect you to creep up behind me like that.
I notice you're affecting a bit of tremolando in your speech. Is that the newest thing stateside?
No, it's just a little heart palpitation there. Nothing serious. I think for those who missed my last visit with you, you should describe yourself.
Oh, nothing much out of the ordinary. 10.5 foot tall in my bare footsies.
In your bare what?
Footsies.
And you're completely covered with hair.
But I'm tidy, Stan.
Yes, you do dress well. I notice you've changed your ensemble today. You're wearing white sneakers.
Oh, Stan, come on. Look again.
Why, those are white buckskin shoes.
That's right. Me and Pat Poon, Stan. Sharp, aren't they? You're kind of sharp, too. You must have figured I wanted to see you when you got my orange sneaker.
Yeah, I figured that.
You brought it back, didn't you?
Oh, sure.
No trouble?
No trouble.
Sure?
Sure.
All right? All right. Well, that's good. Halloween's coming soon, and I always wear them to the dance. Orange shoes and a black mask. That's my costume. My, ensemble, as it were.
You mean the Abominable Snowman have a dance?
Oh, yeah. I hope you don't think I'm quibbling, but I still don't enjoy being called abominable. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just picky.
No, not picky.
Oh, yes, I am being a little...
No, you're not. No, what should I call you?
Well, you could call me by my right name for a start.
Glad to. What is it? You didn't give me your card last time.
Oh, did I give you my business card? Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. Here you are.
Let's see. Francis, what is it?
Abominable.
Oh, yeah. Francis Abominable Snowman. Mountain climbers terrorized. Reasonable rates. Right for a free booklet. Yeah. Well, your Halloween...
May I have the card back, please?
Oh, yes, here you are. Your,
I'm not as wealthy as some people. I make one go around.
Your Halloween party. Tell me a little about it, Francis.
Well, at the party, we bob for mountain climbers. Pin the tail on the timber wolf.
Live timber wolf?
Well, it's not much fun otherwise.
And you dance, do you?
Oh, certainly. We have a sharp little combo. Oboe, English horn, 2 flageolets, and a schnakenspiel.
A schnakenspiel, is it?
Yeah, a local instrument. Frozen vipers, Stan.
Frozen snakes, as it were.
Yes, they're tuned. They sound a little like woolen orchestra bells. You can only play them after the cold sets in or you get bit.
Yeah, well, let's get back to the orange sneaker. Why did you send it?
Stan, I got myself engaged.
Engaged? Well, congratulations.
Thanks, Stan. Let's shake on that.
Would you mind squeezing my hand the other way to get it back in shape?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Well, tell me about your fiancée.
Her name is Gladys. She's from Bangalore. Boy, what a torpedo.
Well, maybe I can meet her at a later date.
No trouble. She's right around that mountain over there.
Well, I must meet her, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Gladys.
I'm coming, Francis. I'm coming, honey bunch.
This is Stan Freberg, sweetie pie.
Oh, he's cute. Let's keep him for a pet.
Anything your little heart desires.
Yeah, well, we could put a collar and a leash on him and make a run for him in the cave.
Oh, sure, honey. He can be a pet for you while I'm working.
Yeah, well, I sure am honored by all this attention, but I have to get back to CBS, you know.
Oh, you'll be happy here. We'll feed you good.
No, I hate to interview and run, but I can't stay, even with a collar and a leash.
What Gladys wants, Gladys gets.
Oh, come on, Stan.
No, I will not. I'll hold my breath till my face turns blue.
Well, good. That'll just match your eyes.
Well, Stan, I thought you'd be flattered. I wanted to give you the Gladys for a wedding present.
No, if you don't let me go, I'll tell my friend Pat Boone not to autograph your white buckskin shoes.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, yes, I would. I'd do just that.
You would?
I would.
Do you think he means it, dear heart?
I wouldn't take a chance, Francis.
Well, what about the wedding?
Well, it depends. Do I come as a guest or a gift?
I'll speak to Dad.
Francis, you're going to give him a little something to remember us by, aren't you?
Oh, sure, honey. Just shut your eyes, Stan. We want this to be a surprise. Don't we, honey?
Oh, yeah. It's just a little something to remember us by.
Well, there's no need to.
No. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Stan. We'll sneak up behind you. Here you are, Stan.
And that is how I left my dear friends, Gladys and Francis Abominable.
September 8th, 1957, Stan Freberg on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our health care. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining MediShare right now. MediShare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. MediShare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 29 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more of the Stan Freberg Show, September 8th, 1957.
I suppose many of you who listen and fidget during our historical sketches have considered us asking us pointedly, where do you get that stuff? Well, I'll tell you where we get that stuff. From our historical research man, and here he is, Mr. Robert E. Tainter. Well, Bob.
Just call me Mr. Tainter, Stan.
All righty. Well, Mr. Tainter, I know we've covered part of it before, but would you mind if we sort of ran over your background once more?
Not at all, Stan. My background is there for anyone to tromp on. But kindly watch those hobnailed shoes. I'm a little sensitive around 1943.
I see. And in 1943 you were...
Into the Mike Wallace routine right off, eh? Well, nosy. In 1943, I was in Germany getting my kicks in the Gestapo.
Well, that's... that must have been nice.
Well, it was different, Stan.
Different.
Change of pace never hurt anyone.
Never hurt anybody. Couldn't hurt.
In going through their files, Stan, I came upon this sidelight to our own Revolutionary War. Naturally, it was marked top secret, confidential, not the magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Classified material.
Real hush-hush, huh?
It wasn't even leaked to Drew Pearson. No, this report was dated January 1780 in New Jersey from the commander of Hessian Expeditionary Forces on the banks of the Delaware.
1780. Look, you're not suggesting there was any hanky-panky about Washington crossing the... I think we better forget this week's expose, Mr. Tainter. The DAR plays rough, you know.
Now, don't worry.
Rough.
Stan, General Washington is as clean as the bomb. You remember, Stan, the famous painting showing Washington crossing the Delaware?
Clean as the bomb. Yes.
Pretty darn clean.
Yeah, that is. Yes, I remember the painting. It was my favorite.
Well, what actually happened that cold, blustery day was this, Stan. Martha and George.
Yes. Oh, say, Martha.
Yes, George?
Will you get the door, please?
I can't right now, George. I've got to watch my fudge.
Watch your fudge. Well, what's so big about watching fudge?
Well, somebody in the family's got to make some money. You've been redlined for the last 6 months.
Oh, don't rub it in. All right, I'm coming. Yes.
Hey, General Washington?
Yes.
Lieutenant Wright reporting, sir.
Well, lad, don't stand outside and freeze. Come inside and freeze.
Hey, yes, sir.
Now then, Wright.
Oh, sir, I have just returned from patrol with a detachment of men, sir.
Oh, my poor men. They must be freezing in their worn, threadbare greatcoats and those silly three-cornered hats. I never liked them. Never cared.
Hey, yes, sir, General.
And their poor feet, no shoes, wrapped in rags.
Yes, sir, just rags.
Well, if we can't look like soldiers, at least we can act like soldiers. Tell them to polish those rags.
Hey, yes, sir. We've captured a prisoner, sir. We think he's a spy, sir.
Spicer? What's a spicer?
I mean, we think he's a spy.
Yep. Watch your military courtesy, right? You should always say sir when you address a superior officer.
Yes, sir. We think he's a spy, sir.
Spicer? What's a spicer?
I pass, sir.
What's a passer?
Oh, passer, it's like Van Brocklin, sir. He plays with the Los Angeles Rams, sir.
Oh, yeah. What's a ram, sir?
Sir, maybe I'd better go out and come back in, sir?
No, that won't be necessary. Look, let's take a look at the fellow, Lieutenant.
Okay, sir.
Never mind. If he is a spy, we'll give him a short shrift. And in this weather, even a long shrift would be pretty chilly. All right, Martha.
Yes, George.
Come on, I've got to go out and inspect the troops.
Fine, George.
Well, aren't you coming in to say goodbye?
Well, not now, George. My Pinocchio is just starting to set.
You and your puppet. Oh, she's a great little woman, Lieutenant, but business. All business. Let's go.
Sergeant Crossington.
Yes, sir?
Bring up the men.
Yes, sir. Attachment, plan, hut, forward, hard.
Attachment, hard. All right. Who's the wiseacre with taps on his rags?
That's me, sir, Lieutenant, sir. I nailed down some taps.
Nailed down some taps? What in the world for, Crossington?
Well, General, sir, once in a while I start to break into a little soft shoe routine. You know, to keep me warm.
But nailing them on, doesn't it hurt?
No, sir. Only when I do splits.
Mm-hmm. Well, take the men down to the river, Sergeant Crossington. Get the boats ready. Lieutenant Wright and I will interrogate the prisoner.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Attachment, for the right flank, hard. Up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2,
3. Well, he does a split rather well at that. Very nice. All right, prisoner, step forward and give an account of yourself.
Jawohl, General. Hoo-hoo-hoo! This must be the place! General Washington. Well, right?
Right, yes.
Well, we start painting right away.
Painting what?
General, you are getting ready to cross the Delaware. This is a historic moment. I got to paint it.
How do you know it's a historic moment?
I looked in the back of the book.
Back of the book, yeah. You're a painter, are you?
Jawohl. I am Heinrich Flugelmann, painter.
Well, we're under the impression that you're Heinrich Flugelmann, spy. What do you think of that? It's a pretty thick accent you got.
Well, it's the thinnest I could get.
What are you, German?
Ugh, nein.
Austrian?
Nein.
Dutch?
Nein.
Burlesque?
Nein. I am a Swiss.
A Swiss?
Yeah, that way we don't offend nobody.
Good thinking. Well, my apologies, Herr Flugelmann.
You thought, General Washington, you thought I was a Hessian spicer.
Spicer? What's a spicer?
He plays football for the Los Angeles Rams. Now come with me, General, to the river. We start painting that great historical masterpiece, Washington crossing the Delaware.
Lieutenant Wright, sir?
Yes, Sergeant Crossington.
I thought this was supposed to be a picture of General Washington in the boat.
It is, Sergeant, but you can't expect the General to hang around here while Flugelmann is just painting in the background.
No, sir. I guess I just lost my head.
Yeah, I guess you did.
This guy paints pretty fast, though, sir.
Yes, he does. Well, I'll go get the general. Sergeant, look at the men. Some of them are frozen, all bent over. Get them straightened up there in the boat.
Yes, sir.
And Crossington.
Yes, sir.
Look at that ice. It's filthy. Get out there in the boat and get it cleaned up before the general gets here. Do you hear me, Crossington?
Yes, sir. I'll clean it up right away, sir. I'll do that.
Oh, General Washington.
Yes, coming, Lieutenant.
Oh, look! Just take a look at this picture channel. It's my masterpiece. You never looked nobler.
But, Mr. Flugelman, you made a horrible mistake.
Yes, I didn't even get in the boat. The whole picture is a historical goof.
You mean?
Yes. You haven't painted Washington crossing the Delaware at all. It's Crossington washing the Delaware.
September 8th, 1957, The Stan Freberg Show on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Attention Walmart shoppers. Now you can order one of the most advanced hearing aids on the market for hundreds, not thousands of dollars. Hearing Assist's most advanced product lineup includes models that use an exclusive app for enhanced control over what you want to hear. It's perfect if you have a smartphone or iPhone to hear everything better. And we have two great ways for you to get one. You can call the number at the end of this ad and order directly. Or you can call this same number and we will text you a complete list of Walmart Vision Center locations. We make it easy for you to hear better. Remember, call this number today to order and have a text message instantly sent to your phone to find the Walmart Vision Center near you. Here's that special number.
Call 800-360-0597. 800-360-0597. 800-360-0597. That's 800-360-0597.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of The Stan Freberg Show, September 8th, 1957.
Attention. Through a new electronic discovery, we are able to pick up the first television program actually being broadcast by Moon people. Take it away, Moon. And with the playing of that familiar theme, it's time for another visit with the Moon's favorite couple, Ralph and Alice. Better known to you as the Honeyearthers. It's morning as we join Alice in the kitchen.
Oh, the earth shines bright in my... Sit down and eat your breakfast, Ralph.
All right, Alice, what do we got?
It's a new atomic cereal, Ralph, called Nuclear Nibbles. Comes in a lead box.
Okay, dump some in my bowl. Ow, ow, ow! You dropped the box on my foot.
Which foot?
How do I know? I'll take off my shoes and see. Huh? 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 Alice! Look at my poor toe!
I can see, Ralph. I've got an eye, you know.
Oh, you're a dandy. One of these light years, Alice. One of these light years. Pow! Right in the antenna.
Oh, Ralph.
I may lose a toe.
So what?
So what? It takes a half an hour to grow a new one. Well, here it is. Time for lunch, and Norton ain't here.
Hello, hello.
All right, stop shouting in my ear, Norton.
Well. How's it going now, Ralphie boy?
Terrible. I had a fight with Alice. How can I square myself with it, Norton?
Well, how long you and Alice been married, Ralph?
300 light years.
Okay. So how come in all that time you never took Alice on a honey earth?
Norton, what a great idea. When I get home tonight, I'll tell her we're going on a honey earth.
That's your fight, Ralph. You're a sweet kid.
Now let's... Be that as it may, now let's see what Alice gave me for lunch. Ow!
What's the matter, Ralph?
I dropped the lead bag on my foot.
Atomic chicken livers again, eh, Ralph?
Oh, hardy, har. Well, that's 2 feet gone. Now I only got 1 good foot left to drive with this afternoon.
Gee.
What a job. All day long, it's come on, folks, move to the back of the rocket ship.
Yeah, that's rough, Ralph.
Well, I'll unpack lunch. Hold this ketchup, Nodden.
Sure thing, Ralph. You know, it's a small moon. You complaining about your job.
All right, hold the salt.
Okay. Because I'm getting pretty fed up working down in that green cheese mine.
Hold the mustard, will you?
Okay. When I get to work, I'm green cheese from heads to foot. Shee.
Hold the Tabasco.
Okay, Ralph.
Hold the mayonnaise, will ya?
All right, Ralph. I only got 4 hands, you know.
Alice?
I'm here, Ralph. Hello, Ed.
Alice?
Sit down, Alice. Alice, we've been married a long time, and I got a little surprise for you. Didn't you always say you wanted to go on a honey earth?
Yes.
Go get your suitcase.
Oh, Ralph, you mean...
Certainly. Norton ain't got nothing to sit on. What's that racket?
It's an organ grinder. Outside the window, Ralph.
Hey, looky there on the windowsill. A little earthman on a string with a tin cup.
Gee, look at him. He's got 2 legs, 2 arms.
2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth and a nose, and a pinstripe suit.
And only 1 head. Take a look, Norton.
I can't look at him, Ralph. He's too gruesome.
Oh, Ralph, listen, he's playing our song.
That's right. And you know what? You're the greatest. Come here, you. Did you like that?
Sure he liked it, Ralph. Now put a penny in his cup and come to dinner.
Thank you. Well, we're still having trouble in presenting tap dancing around the world. As you know, we want to get all the people in the world tap dancing together at a given moment. But we've run into a little snag. Meanwhile, we'll all be back next week with many surprises, including a vocal group called the Toads, who are going to help me sing Shaboom. Meanwhile, if you'd like to see our show, just write CBS Radio, Hollywood, California for tickets. Until next week, this is Stan Freberg saying thanks for being with us. God bless you and good night.
Stan Freberg Show is produced in Hollywood by Pete Barnum and is written by Stan Freberg, Pete Barnum, and Dawes Butler. Featuring the music of Billy May, Judd Conlon for the Mares, and the songs of Peggy Taylor, with Dawes Butler, Peter Lees, and June Foray. Bud Sewell speaking.
September 8th, 1957, The Stan Freberg Show on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Listen up, guys. Are you experiencing any of the following? Fatigue, less drive, poor performance? If so, you may be one of the nearly 30 million men in the U.S. today dealing with ED. But did you know you don't have to pay hundreds for a prescription anymore? And you don't have to deal with the hassle of seeing the doctor or the embarrassment of going to the pharmacy for a certain pill. Now, with one free call, you can find out how Herbal Virility Max can help you feel like a man again. For over a decade, Herbal Virility Max has helped guys just like you put a smile back on their face with improved performance and drive. Call today and ask about our buy one, get one free offer.
800-772-6113. 800-772-6113. 800-772-6113. That's 800-772-6113.
Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, let's head to Wistful Vista, 79 Wistful Vista to be precise, and check in and see what's going on in the home of Jim and Marion Jordan as Fibber McGee and Molly. This episode from September 8th, 1954.
It's time for Fibber McGee and Molly. Sundays through Thursdays, NBC brings you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. The Wistful Vista Antique Shop cordially invites you to come in and browse among the merchandise. Among this morning's browsers is Mrs. Molly McGee, who has just bought something she's been looking for years.
I'll wrap it up for you, lady. The price on that is $6.
$6 seems pretty high for...
That's all hand carving on there. That's real jade, you know, that dragon head. The eye on it is...
But it's just a tiny little piece.
That's the price, lady. Take it or leave it. Rare junk like this is hard to find.
I've been looking for one of these for years. I'll take it. Here's your money.
Thanks. I'll put it in a box for you. And, now that the sale is completed, lady, would you mind telling me what you're going to do with one bookend? I mean, one bookend is like one rubber boot.
It does look like a silly purchase, but you see, I've got the mate to it at home.
Oh, well...
My aunt gave me a pair of them for a wedding gift, and one of them got broken and thrown away.
Huh.
I've been saving the other one. It's such an unusual thing.
Sure unusual, all right. That's why I had it in the window for an eye catcher. There isn't a day goes by that somebody doesn't drop in and say, what the heck is that?
Well, I'm delighted to have a pair again.
Say, before you go, I wonder if you'd take a look at this. This is another thing I can't figure out what it is.
Looks like some sort of a little box with a little man carved on it.
The box doesn't open.
What does it do? Anything?
Put your packages down for a minute. Let me show you. Here, now look. You put your hand around the box so you cover all these little holes in back of it.
Cover the holes. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now push the little man's nose.
Like this?
Uh-huh. Now watch what happens.
Good heavens. Look at his ears wiggle.
Listen.
Sounds like some sort of a music box.
It says made in China. That's all I know about it.
My goodness, where'd you get this thing?
Oh, all this stuff was here when I bought the store, including 2 of these.
2 of them? What does the other one play? Gilly Gilly Eisenhower by the sea?
No, it does the same thing this one does. I sold it this morning to a lady.
Oh, no.
There it is over there, all wrapped up and ready to go. She dashed out of here without it, but I have a feeling she'll... Yes, this is her.
Wait there, driver. I'll be right out. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. It's me. I'm back.
I had a hunch you would be, lady.
Can you imagine? After stumbling on that wonderful little thingamabob and then forgetting to take my package, oh, dear. I don't know where my head is today. Do you have it?
No, it's right there under your hat.
The package. That Chinese thing, the package.
Oh, yes, ma'am. It's still here.
Oh, thank heavens. I was so afraid you might have sold it to someone else.
No. Fortunately for you, there's very little demand for rare items like this in the warm months.
Oh, good, good. Sorry to have troubled you. I'll just take my little package and run. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I got it, Cabby. It wasn't nothing to see the cabby. Oh, I'm sorry for this.
Well, I hope she'll be very happy with...
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
My package, it's gone. She took my bookend.
Uh-oh.
This is her silly thingamabob here. Oh, lady, wait! Lady, wait! Hey!
Hey, get out of the street there, girl. You trying to get yourself killed? My brakes is bad and... Well, hello there, daughter.
Mr. Oldtimer, oh, am I glad to see you. How fast can this old truck go?
Oh, it'll go
Can
about...
you give me a lift?
Well, it's against the rules.
Good. Quick, follow that cab there.
What cab?
The one that just turned around the corner on 2 wheels. Hurry, she's getting away.
Hold tight, here we go. Hope there ain't no shooting because this is a new hat. And I wouldn't want to have anything happen to it. Let's go.
There they go, around that turn. Hurry.
I see him, daughter.
Ah, look out for that pole. Heavenly days, when you skid around those turns like that.
Scares you, doesn't it? Why don't you do like I do?
What's that?
Put your hands over your eyes. Be surprised what a difference it makes. Which way they go? Oh, I see them. There they are, racing up Main Street.
Oh, this is awful. After looking for that bookend for years, and then something like this has to happen.
Well, that's life, daughter. I got an uncle doing it.
Doing what?
Life. Uncle Normal, we call him, because he's different from the rest of the family. His wife, Emily, she...
There they go, up Elm Street.
That's impossible, daughter. She's in San Francisco, and he's in San Quentin. Uncle Normal is...
I mean the cab, the lady with my bookend.
We'll catch her, daughter. You got the little thingamajig that you push on his nose and bells ring?
Yes, hurry.
Hang on. Which way they... Oh, looks to me like they're heading for the railroad station.
Oh, dear, I don't know where the woman's going or anything about her. If I don't get that bookend now, it may wind up in South America.
There they go, down the ramp into the station. Oh, that's a big station, daughter, full of strangers. No telling where she's headed for.
I've got a plan. Wheel into the station there, and I'll go to the information desk. I'll catch her before she gets on a train if I have to... Now, if you'll just please turn on the public address system and page her for me, sir, I'll...
Now, let me get this straight, lady. You want me to call somebody for you on the public address system, right?
If you please. It's terribly important.
But you don't know the party's name.
No, but...
Well, how do you expect me to page her for you when you don't know who she is?
Train number 17, now loading on track 12.
Now, look, it's very simple. Look, all you have to do is take this little box and hold it to the microphone, you see?
Box?
Just hold your hand around it so you cover these holes in the back of it and push on the little man's nose.
Well, we get all kinds here, lady. I'm game for anything. Press on his nose, huh? Like this?
That's it. Hold him close to the microphone.
Hey, his ears are moving. This ain't gonna blow up or something.
No, please believe me. I'll explain later, but right now...
What is this thing, anyway?
It's some kind of a Chinese music box.
Sounds more like a Chinese torture. Well, of all the silly...
It worked. Here she comes, waving my bookend.
Oh, it's you, the lady from the oddity shop. Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
You're glad.
Do you know what you did, you silly girl? You took the wrong package. Now don't be embarrassed, my dear. Happens to me all the time. It's just lucky for you we were both at the same railroad station at the same time.
Yes, wasn't it?
It certainly is a small world. Here's your bookend, my dear.
Thanks, and here's your thingamabob.
Oh, I do hope we'll meet again sometime. This has been such fun.
All aboard, train 17. What?
There's our train, my dear. We'd better hurry.
You run along. If I'm not there when they toot the whistle, tell them to start without me.
Well, all right. I'll see you in the dining car. Bye. Oh, dear, don't close that gateway.
Yeah, don't leave her in Wistful Vista. Whew. I certainly was lucky to get this bookend back. I'd better go right home and put it safely on the shelf. It's me, McGee.
Oh, hi, kiddo. I was wondering what... Hey, where have you been? You look like you got caught in the middle of a fast game of tennis on a wet court.
A very apt description, sweetheart, because that's exactly how I feel. Whew, I'm bushed.
Oh, here, sit down. What's in the package?
Wait till I tell you. You'll be so surprised.
Oh?
Remember that bookend we lost the mate to? The ones Aunt Sarah gave us? You know, the one with the hand-carved dragon on it? It's been kicking around the attic ever since.
Oh, you mean the one that I told that guy that was a genuine piece of jade in the dragon's eye?
What guy?
The guy from the Wistful Vista antique shop. He stopped by the other day buying junk. I convinced him that thing was hand-carved jade and gypped him out of $50 for it.
What?
Yeah, pretty shrewd, huh? Well, what anybody wants with one bookend, I'll never know. But you know them antique guys. He'll probably sell it to some silly dame that's only got one book and thinks one bookend is enough. Well, what you got in the package, kiddo? Got a surprise of some kind for me? I just love surprises. Ready for bed, Molly?
Yes, you'd better lock up good, though. Mabel Toops was telling me there have been prowlers in the neighborhood.
Yeah?
Mabel heard a noise last night, snapped on the bed lamp, and saw a man's foot sticking out from under her bed.
Wow, my gosh, a burglar?
No, Mort Toops. He heard the noise, too.
Oh, well, I'll check the back door. Good night.
Good night, all.
Fibber McGee and Molly is an NBC Radio Network production, transcribed. With Bill Thompson as the old-timer, Elvia Allman as the woman, Joe Forte as the antique shop proprietor, and Frank Gerstle as the man in the information booth. This is John Wald inviting you to join us again tomorrow to see Mr. McGee try to exchange his sports shirt. Good night.
Oh, dear. Originally broadcast September 8th, 1954, Fibber McGee and Molly here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Your name, sir?
Hello, everyone. This is Robert Merrill. In the American Cancer Society's vast effort to control cancer, there is one aspect that interests me particularly. This is the fellowship program for outstanding young doctors. Here are men who have devoted years to preparing themselves for their profession. College, medical school, interning, and perhaps more time as resident physicians. Many promising careers are open to them at this point, careers which will support their families comfortably. Yet, they accept American Cancer Society fellowships at $50 a week. Now, these dedicated young scientists are working for us. We owe it to ourselves to help them in this tremendous fight against man's cruelest enemy. We can and we must help this fellowship program as well as the other valuable endeavors of the American Cancer Society. Give generously. Mail your contribution today to Cancer, care of your local post office.
And thank you for spending part of your day with us here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Would you do me a favor? Thank this radio station and support their advertisers. It's their kindness and courtesy that allow us to be with you each and every time we roll around here on your favorite station. Now, if you miss a day on this station, you don't have to miss a single episode of Classic Radio Theater. You can find them all at my webpage. The webpage, classicradio.stream. There you can stream our shows on demand. You can learn more about building a classic radio collection of your own. You can also contact me there. You can find our social media links. And most importantly, if you like what we do, you can buy me a copy. Now, buying me a copy doesn't buy me coffee, you understand. What that Buy Me a Coffee money is used for to help us expand our classic radio collection by acquiring collections from a number of collectors, other collectors that make their shows available at a small cost. classicradio.stream. Thanks for tuning in. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.